Controversy today over two proposed ordinances related to the Mobile Police Department.
Council members considering an ordinance on body camera procedures, plus no-knock and pre-dawn warrants. But those measures won't be addressed for at least another month.
Fox 10 News' Dacian Smith at today's council meeting. And Dacian, some of those council members expected to pass both of those today, right?
Yes, they did. But last week, after the council attorney spoke with the city attorney, they were advised to send both those ordinances over to the attorney general's office just to make sure they were doing everything by the book.
For weeks, the Mobile City Council has been considering two proposed ordinances, including one that would permanently ban no-knock and pre-dawn search warrants. Several members of MPD were at Tuesday's council meeting to make their voices heard about the issue.
The passage of this ordinance will have a devastating effect on the morale of the men and women of the Mobile Police Department. It will show our officers that the city council has lack of confidence in our department.
The council is also considering an ordinance they feel would make it easier for people involved in an officer-involved incident or their representatives to view body camera video from that encounter. The council proposed an amended version that includes a 7-day waiting period before voluntarily submitting body camera video to the district attorney's office. But last week, after the council attorney and city attorney spoke, it was suggested they hold off on a vote.
The result is still making it a mandate that law enforcement, one, do or not do something within 7 days.
Members of the mayor's administration brought up the same issues about the pre-dawn and no-knock warrants ordinance, which is why both will be sent to the state attorney general to make sure they don't violate any laws.
When you start having leaders to pass laws that we feel are unlawful, what's next? Where does it stop? Are we going to mandate or dictate whether or not we have vehicle pursuits?
Councilman Corey Penn says the ordinances are more about putting policies in place for the future.
We need to put something that's going to stick, and an ordinance stick, a resolution doesn't stick. And the truth of the matter is that a procedure doesn't stick. The next chief can come and change it.
In the meantime, Chief Paul Prine says MPD has agreed to amend some of their policies. Chief Prine says the department typically doesn't do no-knock warrants, but they put in writing that they will only be allowed if there's a risk to an officer or the public. Any pre-dawn warrants will now require approval from Chief Prine himself.
Looking at the information that we do have, the warrant was not improper. We simply agreed to change the Mobile Police Department's memorandum out of a spirit of cooperation.
Now, Councilman Penn says that the city council does not have a timeline on when they'll send those ordinances over to the attorney general's office, but he says they plan to do so as soon as possible. Live in Mobile, Dacian Smith, Fox 10 News.